youtube.com/MayhewMayhem. That's youtube.com/MayhewMayhem.
Hello and welcome to another episode of 30 Minutes of Mayhem. I am your host, my name is Michael Mayhew, and I am here with my co-hosts,
Larry, and I am here with the only Navy guy that loves men of all shapes and sizes.
What's up, everybody? I'm Dale, and we're also here with a man who forgets his helmet every time he rides a short bus.
Hey everybody, it's me, Greg, and we're also joined by the man who chokes more than an amateur porn star,
Ryan Gett.
30 Minutes Mayhem is available on iTunes. You can check us out on there for your listening pleasure. All you have to do is search MayhewMayhem, all one word, MayhewMayhem. You can also donate to the show to help us grow, help us get better, and help us get better equipment. For sake, Ryan needs some better equipment. And I don't mean pot. But you can donate via PayPal by using the email address in the description, which is 30minutesofmayhem@gmail.com. Now it's time that you go ahead and go get on your Instagram app, because you know you have it, because you take pictures of your food. Aside from that, go ahead and go, while you're on Instagram, and check out Poking the Fungus Photography. They are responsible for my photo and Larry's photo in the intro. They're getting started back up. I believe she had a Facebook or something before, but now she's just on Instagram, so go check that out. It's Poking the Fungus Photography.
Will Ferrell, is he funny? Everybody either loves him or hates him. I am the type of person that despises him because he tries way too fucking hard at everything he does.
I agree.
I think that in every movie that Will Ferrell is in, he acts exactly the same. So
And the movies he's only good in have that other guy with him, which I can never remember his fucking name.
Oh, the guy that does rules.
Step
Dr.
Brothers
Steve.
and shit like that. That dude.
John C. Reilly.
Yeah.
Yeah, John C. Reilly.
I was actually pretty with Step Brothers. Honestly, I thought it was like hyped up really high, and then it was kind of disappointing to me. I thought the best part was when they were trying to sell a house, and it was just like the Klansmen, hey neighbors, and then the dressed up like the Nazi or whatever, mowing the yard or whatever. That was the best parts of the movie, in my opinion. But
I actually really like him.
why?
I do too.
Why?
I think he's funny. Like, I don't think he tries to, or not just his movies, but like I've come to notice he does random stuff. Like, I know
SNL doesn't count.
No, not SNL, but is somebody typing?
Yeah, whoever is like clicking or typing or tapping or whatever has got to stop.
Is that
What
Ryan?
the fuck? And nobody's typing. I'm not typing.
Somebody's typing.
I'm typing on my phone, but that's a touchscreen. It's not like it's making
Yeah,
a
but-
tapping noise.
We
Yeah,
can hear.
Making sound.
Yeah, we can hear it.
What?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
Definitely yes.
God damn it. Alright, well, here. I'll fix that.
My opinion is I actually like the guy.
Why?
Like, that's if you
Why,
even let me.
damn why?
Why? God damn it! No. I actually do think he's funny, and there's other stuff that he does, and not just SNL, because I really honestly haven't seen that much of SNL. But I've noticed, like, I forget what he did, but what was that, last year? I think he was at a basketball game, or the year before that. He dressed up like one of the security guys at the ushers or whatever, and he ushered like one of the star players out of the game, like an ejection, and nobody really noticed him until at the time of ushering one of the basketball stars. I think it was like out in LA or something like that. And I don't know, I thought that was kind of funny. Like, nobody really recognized him for some odd reason until
Well, he's
that
not
happened.
that great. So, I mean,
Touche.
it's easy to kind of sweep him under the rug.
I don't know. I like him. I think he's funny.
Greg,
And I like his movies, like Anchorman and all that stuff. It's pretty funny.
I fucking hate them damn movies.
he's about to come over.
I
your house.
fucking love those movies.
He's about to just come over your house and kill you right now. Greg, what were you saying?
I was gonna say I agree with what's his face? Dale. I agree with Dale.
Thanks, man.
I honestly find Will Ferrell to be rather funny. I like his stuff. I'm a big fan of his movies. I have a lot of them on DVD at my house.
What movie of his got you hooked? Or what did he do to make you like him?
The first movie that he was in that I ever saw, Elf, and
Jesus
I-
Christ.
That movie is annoying as fuck.
I just fucking
Okay.
loved that movie.
Elf was the Will Ferrell movie that got you hooked on Will Ferrell?
Pretty much, yeah.
You
Wow.
are a sad, strange little man.
Does
Mine's Talladega Nights.
No, Elf is crazy because like I was indifferent really with Will Ferrell. I was kind of like, I mean, he's got some funny shit, but he's got some shit that sucks too. And then Elf came out, and I was like, Jesus Christ, this is the biggest waste of my goddamn time ever. It's so strange that like for the most part, Greg and I pretty much kind of see eye to eye with movies, being the movie buff that he is. I'm shocked that you like Will Ferrell, and I'm shocked that Elf was the movie. It seems so crazy to me. I think you may be the only person that I know that likes that movie. I know
Well,
people that are really big Will Ferrell like Elf. That's
I've
stupid.
seen parts of it.
Everybody I know loves that movie. Well, except for you guys, but like everybody I know back here in Steubenville likes that movie, and everybody I know in Steubenville likes Will Ferrell. So I mean, you guys are like the first people I've met in like that I've known personally that like don't like Will Ferrell. So I mean, you guys are like the complete opposite of the people I know, and I'm the complete opposite of most of the people you know. So I guess it worked out.
I've never seen Elf, so I
every
mean, I really don't
you-
know much about it.
every movie he just like acts the same though. You know what I mean? He does
Elf is like a full-length motion picture of the old YouTuber Fred.
almost without the high pitched voice.
Damn near close.
But with Will Ferrell, he acts like the same in every movie. A lot of people always said that about oh my god, I'm blanking on his fucking name.
Mark Wahlberg.
No, yeah, but no. I'm talking about.
Even though I like him, but still.
I'm talking about.
I like Mark Wahlberg.
Comedy people. Jesus.
Mark.
And the funky.
Adam Sandler. Jesus Christ. Everyone used to say Adam Sandler acted the same in every single one of his movies, but I like Adam Sandler. I mean, until like I didn't like Big Daddy, but pretty much everything up before that and Mr. Deeds I liked, and then everything between that and Grown Ups I thought sucked.
Okay, I like everything he did up to 50 First Dates except Little Nicky, and then
What?
after First Dates,
Little Nicky's
the
fucking
How
hilarious.
next
did you like
good
not like
movie
Little
he
Nicky?
did was Funny People, in my opinion, and then Grown Ups was good. I heard Grown Ups 2 sucked though, so I didn't even bother to go see that.
It wasn't nearly as good as the first. I mean, it had some really funny shit in it, but it wasn't nearly as good as the first.
Why don't you
Little
like Little
Nicky,
Nicky?
I really like Little Nicky. It was good.
I didn't. I don't know. There was just something about Little Nicky. Like it seemed like it just seemed like it was trying too hard at times. Like I mean, honestly, I don't know. I couldn't get into it. It was like one
That's
of my
how-
least favorite movies of his.
It's funny that you say
It's
it's
trying
like,
too hard, but
yeah,
Elf.
but that's exactly what Will Ferrell does in every single movie. Ryan,
You,
I
my
haven't
friend,
heard
are a
you.
walking contradiction.
I haven't heard much from you, Ryan. What do you think of Will Ferrell?
He's okay, but I do agree with. I mean, I do agree with you though. He does some of his movies. I mean, a lot of actors these days seem a lot like the same person in the movie. They're the same person in every movie that they play.
I can't even think of a Will Ferrell movie that I'm like, that is absolutely fucking hilarious. It's a must see before you die movie. I think he's incredibly overrated. Don't get me wrong, like some of the shit that Will Ferrell has done is hilarious. But I can't sit down and say like one particular movie is golden. You know what I mean? Like if you took basically a scene from almost every movie he's been in, aside from Elf, I can say there's at least probably a handful of scenes in that movie that are fucking hilarious.
I like his cameo in Wedding Crashers. That was actually the best part of that movie.
That
Like the
I
movie
honestly
really
don't even
wasn't that
remember
good.
him in that movie.
He was
that-
towards the end, the funeral crash, the funeral crashers, or whatever.
I can't remember the other dude.
He's like, "Mom, meatloaf."
What the fuck's the blonde guy's name from that movie?
Owen Wilson.
Oh, Wilson.
He's fucking terrible. I don't
Yeah.
find him funny at all. But we've basically been straight just bashing with Greg going, well, I like him. Fuck you guys.
And I'm out.
Yeah, he's like, and I'm out cold,
Dropping
literally.
this fucking microphone, bitch.
Falling asleep, motherfucker. Anyways, no, but we the funny thing about us bashing, not really bashing, but us giving our opinion on Will Ferrell, which has everyone basically said what they wanted to say about Will Ferrell?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so pretty much everyone's just like going on listing Will Ferrell movies that suck, listing Owen Wilson movies that suck, which is everything he's ever been in my opinion.
God damn it.
Greg didn't like Little Nicky, which kind of surprised me. It's not my favorite Adam Sandler movie, but it was all right. And I don't know, it just leads me into this. What do you think the worst movie you've ever seen is? Let me just start it off with anyone that's ever listened to the show or knows me personally already knows what I think the worst movie ever made was, and anyone that says any different, and that is The Wicker Man. If you want to know my reasoning on why The Wicker Man sucks, I talked about it in a previous episode, so I don't want to be redundant. But I got conned into more or less because I'm a retard. I ended up seeing it instead of seeing World Trade Center, and I hate Nicolas Cage and everything to do with anything because of that. So there's my answer.
I am a little offended by that. Not even gonna lie. I like Nick Cage.
Yeah, I like Nick Cage too, but I do have to say that the remake of The Wicker Man is one of those like really, really fucking atrocious movies.
No,
See, I haven't seen
Well, Nicolas Cage is another one of those actors that he's the same character in every movie he plays in.
Yep.
He's
Right,
the
but
same
at
thing.
least he only plays the roles that suits him for the most part.
Well, yeah,
not
it was
not
true,
tries to
but
force himself in every role.
you know who's another person that's like that is Keanu Reeves.
Yes, he was only good in the Matrix.
Well, Keanu Reeves was in
What about
Speed.
Bill and Ted?
Well, he didn't have to act. That's a whole different thing.
Yeah, Bill and Ted, you just act like a retard. And that's
Speed was
basically
good.
anything to do that.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah,
that's what I
Speed
said.
was a good
Okay.
movie
Speed
too.
was alright.
Point
Speed was
Break
good.
was great. Point Break, one of the only Patrick Swayze movies that didn't suck.
Oh no! There was another movie he was in that was really good. Kingpins or something like that, where he's part of the police. It's got the fucking guy from House in it.
Oh my god, I forgot he was in that movie.
That was a really good movie.
I've never seen that movie.
Okay, so whoever made the Keanu Reeves reference is wrong because pretty much every movie, like Keanu Reeves does act the same in every fucking movie though, but he's been in some good movies.
Yes.
He's in a movie coming out called 47 Ronin. I think it's out
he was
now.
just
I don't
in.
know how it's gonna be.
No, I'm sorry, that was Colin Farrell. Keanu Reeves, yes, acts the same in every single movie he's in, but he's been in some good movies. Nicolas Cage has only been in 2 movies to where I think they were. Well, I take that back. 4 movies because the 2 are part of a series that were fantastic movies. The National Treasure movies, World World Trade Center, fucking awesome, and
Made
of course,
Ryan and I cry.
of course, the best movie that Nicolas Cage has ever been in, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He did this one dark comedy in the late 80s that was really freaking hilarious because it's basically like most of the movie is just him like absolutely losing his most of the movie, and it's just absolutely hilarious because he actually seems like a guy who's like slowly going insane, and I think it's called Kiss of a Vampire or something like that, and it's basically he plays this guy who throughout the movie thinks he's turning into a vampire, and he just like flips his shit so many times in that movie. It's absolutely hilarious. Like if you look up the YouTube video, Nicolas Cage loses his shit. Most of the clips in that video are either from The Wicker Man or Kiss of a Vampire.
My favorite Nicolas Cage movie. Not gonna lie, Ghost Rider.
And Ghost
Obviously,
Rider was
I'm being
okay, but I wouldn't say
We
it
already
was.
knew that. We already knew
movie.
I'm being sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
No, if they would have had better special effects in it, it could have been a lot better.
if they would have had better special character that wasn't Nicolas Cage, it could have been a lot better.
And a different chick, Eva Mendes, sucked in it.
I was always intrigued by Ghost Rider as a kid, and as soon as I seen Nick Cage was playing Ghost Rider, I was like, well, I'm not watching that. I've never seen it. So, Dale, what's the worst movie you ever seen?
Alone in the Dark.
Oh God. Oh my God, that movie's awful.
With Tara Reid and Christian Slater.
Oh God.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Don't.
It's awful.
It is terribly awful.
Wipe my ass with it.
Yes. I already
It
did
is.
twice.
It is like one of the absolute worst movie adaptations of a video
The other
game
movie
ever.
that sucked asshole was Cuffs. Cuffs with Christian Slater.
So what? Apparently every Christian Slater movie is terrible. Broken Arrow wasn't too bad.
What movie did?
Yeah, Broken Arrow wasn't too bad. You know who made it better was having frickin'
John Travolta.
John Travolta in it.
And fucking what's his name? Howie, the football player. What's his name? Something Howie or Howie something. I don't know. Ryan's flying again.
Howie Long.
AC 130 inbound.
That's the cop.
130.
That's the cops.
Larry, what's the worst movie?
The Mist.
Oh,
Tell the Mist story.
Paid
Tell
to
the
see
Mist
that
story.
movie in fucking theaters. The best part about that fucking movie was about halfway through when some motherfucker in a beanie stood up and just all fucking die and stormed out and pissed. That was the best part of the movie.
So a guy stood up in the middle of the movie. He was almost dead center of the movie theater, correct? And
Yeah, he was so pissed off. He just screams at the top of his lungs, "They all fucking die!" And he just fucking stormed out of the movie theater. Like, that alone was worth the fucking $10.
Holy shit.
I forgot about that story.
Oh
I
my
would
god.
probably shit myself laughing so hard.
That's like hands down, like, got to be one of the top like 3 worst movies ever fucking made. Like, the special effects were so fucking shitty. The coolest part about that, special effects wise, is when the mist comes through the fucking AC vents in the car. I'm like, ooh, they actually got fucking special effects in this motherfucker.
okay.
Like, the movie's over.
Are you sure you're talking about The Mist and not the remake of The Fog?
No, they are fucking like trapped in this fucking grocery store by these fucking.
Okay, that is The Mist. Never mind then. I actually
there's
like
these
that movie,
group
so
of
you can go
people
fuck
that are.
yourself.
You go fuck yourself, buddy. Like, you love everything I despise.
It's great. You guys are contradictions
We
of
can't
each
be
other.
friends.
Greg, what's the worst movie you ever seen?
The worst movie I've ever seen, like
Please
what
say
Ryan
fucking
said,
SWAT. Just say SWAT.
Jesus Christ.
I've never seen that movie, so I wouldn't know. But
It's a really good movie.
Yeah, it is a good movie. But anyways, go on.
I
Isn't Colin Farrell in SWAT?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Anyways, go on.
I have like a list of movies I can't stand at all. Like, one I could pick would be Titanic because it's just so fucking pretentious. But I think if I'm gonna go with movies I've seen in theaters, the worst movie I think I've ever seen, the Tim Burton remake of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
That was
And
really bad.
because I mean, I loved
That was
the original
horrible.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, like the Gene Wilder one with like all the trippy ass like fucking crazy shit in that.
You told that back the same episode of the podcast in which I talked about my hate of the Wicker Man and why I hated the Wicker Man. You talk about why you hate Charlie and the Chocolate Factory in
Well, I
that
guess
same
it comes full
episode.
circle.
So definitely,
He's passionate.
yeah, I'll definitely link that if I remember to do so. I will link it in the description.
Maybe I should have gone with Titanic after all.
If you want to see Titanic and you want to see just the good parts of the Titanic, get it on VHS with the 2 tapes. Fast forward it almost to the end of the tape. Watch him draw Rose nude, and then pop in the second tape and watch the rest of the movie from there on out. That's the entire movie, the best parts of the entire movie. Because the whole ship,
I mean, I
that
agree,
whole fucking thing is that the whole second tape pretty much is that, and at the end of the first tape is when he draws Rose.
Yeah.
I completely fucking forgot that back in the day before we had DVDs, like they for like really long ass movies, they had to put them on 2 VHS tapes.
Yep, straight
I
up.
completely forgot about that.
My
If-
next choice was gonna be Pearl Harbor.
Me-
Fuck the movie. Fuck Michael Bay.
That
Fuck.
Ryan,
Michael Bay.
what do you think's the worst movie you've ever seen?
The one that the recent one that I went and saw in theaters, and it was a while back, but I thought we were gonna be better than what it was Alice in Wonderland, the new one. I thought they were gonna do a better job on that, and it was too kiddish for me. I don't know. They could have made it a little bit more darker, I think.
Wasn't Alice in Wonderland like originally like dark?
Yeah.
Yes,
Like-
yes. And you thought they were
Yeah.
just gonna make it dark. I thought they were gonna do a better job with that, and they didn't. They made it too.
It's because Disney
Too
got
kiddie.
their hands on it again.
Yeah, as soon as Disney gets hands on it, it's all over. Game
Yeah,
over,
it's like-
man. Game over.
Yeah, but it was
Like
directed
when
by
they
Tim
did
Burton.
it's like when they did the movie adaptation of John Carter of Mars. It's like, because in the book, I mean, there's like full on nudity in that, and it's like as soon as Disney got their hands on it, it's like, well, there goes one of the most interesting the whole book.
So, speaking of Disney destroying everything that it gets its hands on, lately the biggest fad with movies has been fucking comic books being adapted into movies. And I am absolutely dreading the day that the new Superman Batman movie comes out
Oh,
because
me too.
the best superhero character, whatever comic book character ever made is Batman, and he will be defiled by Ben Affleck. I want to literally like what was the dude that tried to kill the president to impress that one actress? Except for I want to do the reverse. I want to kill an actress to impress the president. Um, straight up, like that's what I want to do. I don't remember that guy's name, but that's the new fad. But I feel like that fad's gonna die out, and
Oh, it will.
I think the next thing that they're really gonna do is they're gonna start trying to adapt other sources of media into movies, and I think video games is really what they're gonna start hitting hard next.
Well,
So,
I mean, they actually have been for years, but I mean, it's been off and on. Like, we haven't really had like a good, nice, like real block like we've gotten with yeah.
well then, Greg, if a video game was gonna be adapted into a movie and done successfully, what video game would you want to see done?
There's already been one done successfully. It's a short film. The fucking Assassin's Creed movie.
Well, the short film, I'm talking full length in the movie theaters.
Well,
People pay big money to go see.
one that
Assassin's
I would like
Creed.
to see, and it actually has somewhat of a possibility of happening because a big name star has said they've wanted to do it, and I'll tell you in a second. To do is a Metal Gear Solid movie,
Yeah.
and I say that because for years now, Christian Bale has said that he would love to do a Metal Gear Solid movie, and he would love to play Solid Snake, and he knows like a couple directors in Hollywood who would love to do the movie too. So I mean, all it is just getting them to convince a movie studio to invest actual like money, and I mean like real movie budget money.
But Metal Gear was my answer because I believe Metal Gear it has out of video games has the most complicated storyline that's actually good.
Mhm.
Right.
It's a fantastic fucking storyline. and
Now, another actor that I would like to see play Snake, depending on how it goes, I'm pretty sure, like, at least I hope all of you had heard,
Lisk.
that in May, 24 is coming back.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
Kiefer Sutherland.
I don't want him anywhere near it. I'm already
Depending on
pissed
how
off.
he
Kiefer
is.
Sutherland?
I'm already pissed off that he's going to be voicing
Because you
Snake
got to
in the
think, Snake is old.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about the reasoning. I
I don't know. I see potential there.
I
Depending on how his voiceover goes in this game
I
and
don't-
how they were to do the movie.
I don't think that would be too bad.
I think it would be horrible. I'd rather see Christian Bale do.
I see Christian Bale as Batman now. That's the thing.
I see Kiefer Sutherland as a fucking alcoholic that destroyed his own TV show.
I see Kiefer Sutherland as Jack Bauer. Like,
Yeah,
Jack
and-
Bauer is fucking Jack Bauer.
The Metal Gear storyline is so complicated. It would have to be more than a trilogy. They couldn't do anything highly successful inside of one movie. They would have to. They
It'd
wouldn't
have to be
capture
like
anything.
the Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would
Yeah,
have.
it would have to be a trilogy or something.
At the very, very least, it would have to be a trilogy, but honestly, it needs to be more than a trilogy.
At minimum 5 movies.
Yeah, if you want to capture the entire storyline, especially with them.
And they'd all have to be like 3 hours long. Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 10. Those would be awesome as movies.
Well, they basically did do a animated Final Fantasy VII movie, so I mean, that's good enough for me.
Real quick, I gotta say, if I didn't pick Metal Gear because Greg picked Metal Gear, my choice would be the Modern Warfare storyline from Call of Duty.
Eh.
Yeah, that would make a
Yeah,
pretty good
yeah.
movie.
I'm with Larry on that one.
No, one movie, straight action shit. Think of like Saving Private Ryan, Olympus Has Fallen, combined type shit. That would be my number 2. The Modern Warfare storyline, just taking the campaign mode from COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3, and made that into basically one movie. You couldn't make it into 3 separate movies. It'd have to be one slightly lengthy movie. I think it would be successful. I think it could be very successful.
It'd be like a fucking Tom Cruise movie.
That's another one that acts the same.
Days of Thunder is the only Tom Cruise movie I like. Here's a fucked up fact about Tom Cruise. I don't know if you ever knew this, but if you didn't notice, next time he smiles, you'll never be able to look away. Tom Cruise has a front tooth that is lined directly up with the center of his face. Right down, where your nose comes down and you have a nostril on either side, that center is what it's called between your two nostrils. Tom Cruise has a tooth that lines up perfectly with that.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that before.
As soon as you see it, every time you see Tom Cruise, and if he opens his mouth, you'll see it. It's like the FedEx arrow thing. You'll never be able to unsee it. Somebody said that to me. I laughed my ass off. Next time I watch Days of Thunder, I noticed it. And now every time I see Tom Cruise and he opens his mouth, I see it. Go ahead, Dale.
Yeah. This, it's obviously one of those type of movies where, it's pretty much like anything. It can go either bad or it could be really successful. Successful, depends on who it is. But I would like to see a God of War series. I would like to see that.
It would have to cast the right guy.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of those movies where you have to cast, and I don't think The Rock would do it.
Why would
no? Okay, if The Rock was in it, I wouldn't watch it.
He's like, fuck, why would he do that shit?
As much as I like The Rock, and he's actually I don't mind him as an actor. Yeah, he is, but as far as him being God of War, I don't think he would fit the part.
He's better in comedies, I think.
He wasn't too bad in Pain and Gain. He was
Pain
actually
and
pretty
Gain.
funny.
He does good. He does better than the other wrestlers that tried to make movies.
I agree with that. Oh, another game that I think would be successful if made into a movie and done properly. The Last of Us.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, yeah. That game was just absolutely amazing. Yeah, oh my God, and it would work as a movie. Oh my God, yes.
I still say they should make a fucking Twisted Metal movie.
Yes, that'd be cool too.
Dark.
I think as far as that Last of Us,
they can't make a Twisted Metal movie because what's his nuts that is in every driving movie is dead now.
Oh, Paul Walker.
No, yeah, Paul Walker.
Why would you put Paul Walker in a fucking Twisted Metal movie?
He wouldn't be good in Twisted Metal.
How did he keep getting cast in the same fucking movie over and over?
Horrible.
This is different. This isn't street racing.
Yeah, this is like blow each other up while fucking. This
is like save the world type bullshit.
You don't save the world in Twisted Metal. You're doing this for your own selfish reasons.
Exactly. Yeah. You're saving your own world.
Yeah, I don't know how they would do a Twisted Metal movie though, because when you play the campaign or whatever you want to call it, the single player, you play the single player, you go through, you beat it as one character, and then you switch to the next character and beat it with as many as you can to see who everyone's ending. So what would the movie just go back and forth between each character as they built their way through until somebody ultimately wins at the end, gladiator style?
No, you could probably do it it's like you come across all the characters and you're the one random guy, kind of fucking, what the fuck is the name of that movie? Jason Statham, the fucking prison movie.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's like you already have your set group of guys. You have the new guy that comes in and works his way up.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Death Race?
There you go, Death Race.
Yeah, but Death Race was only in one spot because if you do Twisted Metal, you could have it all over the world type
exactly,
of deal.
Have some crazy fucking backstory on this new guy coming in and just trying to fucking what he desires, and the only way to do it is entering this Twisted Metal tournament.
Okay, I guess that could be done.
Yeah, I guess.
You know which one I would like to see made into a movie? The one with you have to go underground and fight the bugs and shit, and they come above the ground and you.
Tremors?
No, they get the chainsaw. Guys, with the gun and the chainsaws blended together. It's on Xbox.
Gears of War.
That'd be a good movie.
And that about does it for this episode. I have been your host. My name is Michael Mayhew, and I have been here with my co-hosts
Larry,
Dale, aka Big Heat,
Greg,
and you've been with Brian.
And remember to check us out on iTunes. You can donate to us on PayPal. Please do so. And check out Poking the Fungus Photography on your Instagram. And that does it for this episode of 30 Minutes of Mayhem. Thank you for listening, and later, fellas.